Hello from one of California's beautiful state park campgrounds. Recently I was asked what I do for food and for cooking, and so I thought I would kind of show you what I do. First off, I'm not a gourmet cook. I'm not much of a cook at all, as my sisters will tell you, but I can prepare basic things, breakfast. I can make hamburgers, I can cook things like that, but nothing really fancy. Everything that I have on this trip as far as cooking has to fit in this pannier. Food that I eat, the tools, things that I use to cook with, they all fit in here. So I'm just going to open it up and show you kind of an overview of what I do. First off, I have a bag that's got my silverware, napkins, condiments, some emergency drinks, that if I want to add to water, some vitamin C or iced coffee type things, just the instant stuff. When I am at a restaurant, typically I'll grab a few extra napkins, maybe some of the salt packets, and just put them in here. Let's see. Next is wipes. Gotta have wipes. Great for cleaning. I also put in here a bag of dog treats. Just when I'm on the road, if I stop and want to give the dogs a treat, this is easy to get into. So that's theirs. Their dog food is in another bag that I keep sealed up somewhere else. Okay. I get some things like these Pop-Tarts. They're just a quick, easy snack. I might, if I have cereal in the morning, I might eat one of these with it as well. Not nutritionally the best thing to eat, but it works. It's quick and easy. Okay. Iced tea. If I know I'm going to go to a campground, there's no place to get anything to drink, I'll pick up maybe some soda or iced tea as well, just to have. I usually get some fruit like bananas, oranges, things like that. And then another snack, this is just some watermelon and licorice I got at Whole Foods. But this is a candle that when you light it kind of keeps the insects away from the area. Something else that's quick and easy is the little snack pack pudding type things. Lots of these instant oatmeal. They're pretty inexpensive, easy to, you add boiling water to them. I usually will eat maybe 2 or 3 of them. Big bowl of cereal in the morning. These are packets that you add a cup of boiling water and you'll have a bowl of soup. Tortilla con queso, home-style potato. I'm sure there's different brands. This is from Wind and Willow. So it depends on where I shop, what stores are there, and whatever town I go through. I'll pick up something like this that's easy to make, a bowl of soup. And that should be it for kind of an idea of the food. Most everything just requires boiling water. And I think as I progress, maybe I'll get to where I'm cooking more, maybe breakfast foods and things like that, instead of just boiling water and adding to items. I might get those, there's some like cups of, actually I think there is something else that I forgot. They're in the bottom of the pannier because they're a little heavier. Condensed soup. This is Campbell's vegetarian vegetable. You add a can of water to this can of soup and you've got a big bowl of soup. And these are great because they're easy, quick. It's a little chilly, so a nice bowl of soup or warm cereal in the morning really kind of hits the spot. Now, as far as cooking, this is my pot, pans, there's some plates, cups, a sponge in there. This is basically my cooking, stuff that I use to cook, I guess you would say. The utensils are the pots and pans, so to speak, and plate. This is an inexpensive little kit. I know there's the titanium ones, the nice ones, but those are very expensive. And this has worked well. I've had this for a few years, and it's always been great for camping. And what do I cook everything with? What do I boil water with? I've got two things that I use. I've got a stove, or I guess you'd call it a stove. My main cooking, it uses one of these fuel containers, and this little guy, this is from Snow Peak. It's a Japanese company. Very compact. Screw this onto here, open these up, and you put your pot on it. I've had this, probably, maybe 8 years now. Quite a while. I purchased this when I did some camping at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's very compact, it fits in here. And this fuel canister lasts quite a while. When I began this bike trip, I had the canister that I had originally purchased for a 3 or 4 night camping trip in the Grand Canyon. So I used it for quite a while, and eventually I ran out of fuel. No place nearby to buy any to replace this. So when that happens, I've got my little backup stove, I guess you could call it. And this one is Esbit, or Isbit, depending on how you want to say it. And it really, all it is a simple, you unfold this, light one of these little cubes, and it burns long enough to boil a pot of water or cook something. But real simple, compact, lightweight, not for really a lot of serious cooking or heavy, but it works, as a backup to something else you might have. It's good to have it in here. Now, you'll probably notice that everything's in Ziploc bags. That's to save space. I take them all out of the boxes that they come in. But it's also because when you Ziploc everything, all your food items, it helps to keep the rodents, the animals away. You'll notice at these campsites they do have boxes that you put all your food in. There's raccoons and squirrels and even bears at some sites. Big Sur, they've got actually metal boxes because of the bears. Here it's more of the raccoons and the squirrels that you have to watch out for. But I put everything in plastic bags inside the pannier and then inside the box, and that keeps the animals out, keeps them away. And I learned from some other cyclists I met at one of the campsites that they told me in the morning, that the squirrels had chewed holes through their panniers to get to the food. And luckily they didn't seem to be interested in mine. Maybe food's not that great, but also because everything was sealed up, so they probably didn't smell it as much as the other per people's food. So that is it. This kind of varies depending again on what store I'm at, where I'm at. I'd like to eat better food, so I'm always looking for better, more nutritious foods when I shop at stores. But I also have to keep in mind the weight, the ease, how easy it is to cook. If I'm riding all day and I get into a campsite, I'm not going to want to prepare a big gourmet meal. I want something that's quick and warms me up, fills my stomach, and then I can get to bed. So that's about it. I will put everything back now and make something to eat. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask.